All right, Maya, so let's talk about the New Orleans Saints here for a little bit. So training camp has started, which means we finally get to see some live action. Saints offense versus Saints defense, and there's a lot of great action going on at Saints training camp. A lot of great stuff, especially for some first round picks. And I know you've got the specifics there. But before we get into that, Saints fans, look, NFL season's right around the corner. College football season's right around the corner. And we know that's LSU country, but I wonder if there's some Raging Cajuns there. Maybe some Alabama fans that are wandering into dangerous waters. Who knows? What's your favorite college football team? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you really want to get a little dangerous with it, let us know what you think of Brian Kelly. If you are an LSU fan, let us know in the comment section. But Miles, what's the latest out with the Saints?
Yeah, Nick. So good news for Saints fans. You might take it as bad news, but you have a player on your team, and it turns out Zach Wilson is not the only guy with a little bit of dog in him. You know what I mean? Trevor Penning, by all accounts, is a nasty, nasty guy. He plays with ferocity. He plays through the whistle. He plays to the whistle. He's going to beat you into submission. And that shows true in training camp practice as well, as he has been kicked out of practice along with backup defensive tackle Malcolm Roach for getting in a fight for the third day in a row on Penning's behalf. And so while the coach, Dennis Allen, threw them out, he did praise their competitive nature and ability. You know, we love guys who have that energy, but Penning's got to reel it back in just a little bit. We love the fight. We love a guy that's got that dog in him who's going to be able to, he plays to the whistle, plays through the whistle. He's never going to let up. But this is very interesting because Penning comes in as a guy who could really help this Saints offensive line get back to the elite level, don't you think?
So, as a former backup offensive lineman in college for a mediocre Division One AA team, I personally feel like I'm the foremost expert on all things offensive line throughout the entire country. So I'll give you a lowdown here, Miles. Defensive linemen are the absolute worst in practice. You could literally block them and dominate them. You could do a great job on them. If it's pass protection, you could completely seal them off and protect the quarterback for 10 seconds. And if the quarterback scrambles and then throws the ball away late or something like that, and they're within 5 miles of the quarterback, they'll start talking smack like they beat you and pressured the quarterback. They'll keep track of their own stats. They'll say, I had 4 quarterback pressures, the entire practice. There may have been only 2 pass plays the entire practice, but they somehow are keeping track of 4 quarterback pressures. Like, you could literally almost pancake them, but they're like, well, I had outside contained, so I did my job. So that's the kind of guys defensive linemen are. They are the worst in practice. And so that's why I kind of sympathize a lot with Penning here, because some of these guys, they'll just talk smack, even if you're dominating them, even if you're having a great practice, even if you're shutting them out, they still think they're doing great, which gets extremely annoying. I've been there, so I understand why Penning fought back. That leads into me a second point. There are 2 ways you can be a successful offensive lineman, kind of 2 styles. You can be what I call kind of like a technician guy. You understand angles, you're savvy, you're smart, you're kind of use footwork and hand placement and where's the quarterback and running back going to be, and kind of position your body and your hands and your feet between the defender and where the quarterback or running back is going to be. This is a guy like Joe Thomas, right? Really good at timing, things like that, understanding the game, really smart, savvy player. The other kind of player, offensive lineman you can be to be successful is you can be just a mauler. You can be nasty. I'm thinking Quentin Nelson, the all-pro guard with the Colts. Guys that just like destroying and burying other human beings just because they like destroying and burying other human beings. They have a reckless abandon for human nature. They would not be allowed in general public 99% of times, but they're allowed on the football field. And that's exactly what Penning is. And I really love it because, I always felt myself kind of a technician is how I always felt I had to play. And that's because I wasn't good enough to be a mauler. But I feel like this is just just a guy who just wants to bury people, who wants to duke it out. And having that mentality, especially for a Saints team that's kind of a veteran team, right? They've got, guys like Michael Thomas, Jameis Winston. They got a veteran, really talented defense. Alvin Kamara's been around a long time. Having a young guy come in and bring that feistiness, have that dog in him, like you're saying a little bit, I think that's really good for the Saints. And although Dennis Allen may want him to pull it back a little bit, I think deep down he's excited to see this energy.
Yeah, Nick, let me throw some draft analysis at you, okay? Because I read these things about Trevor Penning, and you're going to love this, all right? 2 points here. First point, the kind of physicality Penning has transcends competition level. He is truly out for blood. Okay?
Yes, that's awesome.
Number 2, his tape at Northern Iowa looks like somebody's dad has subbed into a Pop Warner game. Like, this guy seems like a true monster, and if he can get going, like, these are the kind of things you want to hear as a Saints fan, aren't they?
Oh yeah, especially if you're looking for kind of a kind of restart on offense, which with Sean Payton gone, Winston's alone at the quarterback position now, most likely running that show. But one of the best things about being an offense is like when you can impose your will on a defense, when you can just bury them physically, like you said, out for blood. Because sometimes you can win football games and you kind of just outsmarted them or you big played them a little bit. And well, that's fun. Winning is great. There is nothing better in football than literally taking a grown adult human being and putting them in the dirt time and again, time and again, time and again, and winning the game. And Trevor Penning having that mentality, and plus the talent too, that's what really matters, is absolutely going to fall perfectly in line with the Saints. Because guess what? That's what every NFL team wants to have, that mentality. Whether they say it or not, they all want to have five guys up front that want to bury other human beings just for fun. And I tell you what, the Saints are going to love this guy. I love him already. I'm not even a big Saints fan at all, but I love this guy's mentality. And I think it's going to be great for New Orleans.
All right, Nick, it's time to get your internet privacy back today on every device you own in any country you want. Don't let anyone but you control your internet. NordVPN keeps you safe from prying eyes wherever you go online with their military-grade encryption. Is your favorite Netflix or streaming content blocked in the US? You can simply connect to one of the many countries available with NordVPN and get the access you need.
That's right, Maya. So right now, get our exclusive NordVPN deal here at nordvpn.com/SMI. It's risk-free now with NordVPN's 30-day money-back guarantee. Again, get that exclusive deal, nordvpn.com/SMI.